You know what I love? Stupid people saying they did stupid things for the stupidest reasons under the sun. Because on this channel, we've seen too many examples of people wanting to do things or speaking about how they want to fight back against something, and their reasons are absolutely stupid. Well, I think I found someone that takes the cake and wants to eat it too, because recently there was a guy who pushed another individual into like a subway track, and it was this big controversy, and I think now we finally discovered the reason why. And we should all take a hard look at ourselves and rationalize that the words we say hurt, and who knows, maybe one day you'll be out and about and you'll be ready to get on a train, and maybe someone will say something to you and you might respond, and it might be a little bit too mean, and they respond not with, hey, you hurt my feelings, hey, that really made me feel bad, but by pushing you on a train because mean things were said by you to someone who ends up pushing you into a train track. A teen was busted Tuesday for allegedly shoving a man onto Brooklyn subway train tracks last month and told reporters he did it because the victim said mean things to him. Andrew Pacini, you know what? Fuck this. Look at this dork. Look at this dweeb. Look at this loser. Look at this freak. I've said several mean things to you so far, and quite frankly, you won't even have the opportunity to breathe next to me to respond because Leon is a paranoid individual and he does not like conversating with human beings in modern society. He was arrested around 7:20 a.m. and faces a second-degree murder rap in connection to the 11:40 a.m. December 7th attack on a 33-year-old man at the Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center station. Pacini was quick to explain his alleged burst of violence to assembled reporters and photographers as detectives walked him out of the NYPD's Transit District 34 headquarters and into an awaiting patrol car Tuesday afternoon. He said he was drunk and public intox. Basically, he pushed me. He said mean things to me before I arrived at the station. Everybody should be looking up that information right now about what happened before I pushed him. He said some things to me like he was going to beat my ass and that I was a little kid, added the bespectacled teen, I don't know big words, dressed in a gray jacket over a black t-shirt and sweatpants. Law enforcement sources say Pacini had a knife on him as he stood in the southbound DNN platform behind the victim. The older man whipped around and exchanged words with Pacini before walking away, but Pacini ran up behind him and shoved him, sources say. The victim managed to make it back up onto the platform with only minor injuries and refused medical attention at the scene. Meanwhile, Pacini managed to get away on foot. Now, I understand that you geeks and you bifocalers out there, you don't know how to handle your emotions. I understand that sometimes those things are very traumatic for you. But when you're in interactions with drunk people, the best thing you could do is just let them be drunk. Even when they're putting their hands on you, be aware that things shouldn't be getting to a point. You should defend yourself if a drunk person is, getting ready to square up with you. But if you end up walking away, or if the person making fun of you ends up walking away from you, and you're on camera chasing them down and pushing them onto a subway, buddy, you're going to have a hard time with a bunch of people trying to say, hey, you're the ultimate victim in this scenario. Pacini, who was picked up by the NYPD's warrant squad at his mother's house, was also charged with second-degree assault, first-degree reckless endangerment, second-degree menacing, third-degree assault, and fourth-degree criminal possession of a weapon in connection to the attack. He has a couple of prior arrests in the Big Apple, but they're sealed. Pacini wasn't the only alleged subway shover to strike last month, because I guess in New York City, you should just always be on the lookout for somebody who's got the itch to just push somebody into train tracks. Listen, life is but a dream. Life is but a dream. And I know that people say things, and it's very traumatic when they say these things. As someone who was bullied a lot in his school years, I can understand that words hurt. But boy, me responding by pushing somebody on the train tracks, especially when I know trains could or could not be coming, probably not the smartest thing for me to do. I lose a little bit of credibility in being the victim of drunken people bothering me when I return to the scene and just start acting like I'm Batman. And I get it. In your mind, you feel as though you're the good person, and people should be looking at all this information, and I'm certain with time, we'll see the interaction, and we'll see a drunken man putting his hands on you, and everyone's gonna see that you're the the ultimate victim after you had separated and you came back and you pushed him onto train tracks. Yeah, I'm so certain that this is going to make more people sympathetic towards you. Absolutely. Sure, because that shit makes fucking sense. Listen, loser. Listen, bug-eyed, four-eyed motherfucker. You're a loser. And I'm saying that through the comfort of my own home, knowing that you can't find me because I'm always going to be on the move and hiding from the general public, because who do you think I am to want to fucking be around a bunch of beer chuggers who put ketchup in the refrigerator? No, thank you. It won't be anything of common society. But in the future, if someone says mean things to you, I think the best thing that you could possibly do is not push them on train tracks. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you all in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.